All right, folks, we are back at the 2018 NASA Championships presented by Toyo Tires. What you see before you right now is the American Iron Field coming out for their championship contest. There's Cody Powell, Corey Weber, that was Mike Patterson in the Evil Black Camaro there. So what you're going to see in this race, it'll be American Iron, Spec E46, and the Camaro Mustang Challenge. We'll have 3 waves of starts. The first will be the American Iron cars with a standing start, Spec E46 with a flying start, then Camaro Mustang Challenge with a standing start. So let's give you the rundown. We'll start with American Iron. Cody Powell on the pole after his win yesterday, alongside Corey Weber, then Mike Patterson, Michael LaPaglia, Pat Waymeyer, then Justin Kelly, Mark Smith, A.J. Hartman, Jeff Lindstrom, Bruce Byerly, Joe Bogatich, Dustin Cornell, Ryan Walton, Todd Davis, Leo Overgag, Rob Capetz, Stuart Margol, Martin Dazkal, Max Panchuk, Daryl Staley, Craig McCormick, Ted Johnson, Marcus Rodriguez, and Billy Griffin.
And our second wave, John, is going to be another flying wave with a pace car. It's going to be led by Jason Frazier and Andrew Newell on the front row, followed by Aristotle Below, Charles Hurley, Tyler Harrell, Sean Webster, Mark Andrews, Chandler Hull, Pat Welch, Jason Vian, Jeff Bennett, Rena Below, Mark Johnson, Mark Sunderberg, and the Dream Killer, Mark Drennan.
Third wave standing start will be CMC, Kevin Jander, alongside Bill Aga, Brian Curtis, Bob Denton, Joshua Suknanan, John Martin, Tyler Gardner, Team Jordan, David Francis, Robert Sellis, Michael Mosty, Daniel Alford, Team Incidental Contact, Pranav Patel, Randy English, Heather Sanchez, Brian Leinert, and Derek Wright. That's your CMC field.
And John, this is going to be another 45-minute competition, so lots of time out there for lots of different things to go down. Have to see how this one turns out. I certainly hope the first couple laps are a little cleaner than the last group.
Well, and the drama here will be standing starts.
Right.
And I've done this where you muff a standing start, and you're sitting there going, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, oh, God, as everybody goes right around you.
Yep. Yeah, all you can do is sort of hold your hand up and go, please don't hit me.
Please, sir.
I'm disabled.
Yeah, American Iron Field now going through turn 12 there. We'll watch for them to come around. Pace car will pull off. They'll pull to the front straight, and they are not using the flagger for the starts. They are using the Formula One style lights for those standing starts for AI and CMC.
And that is so cool, John. I mean, what an honor to be here at a Formula One FIA Category 1 track, built specifically for Grand Prix racing. So we are just out here having a fantastic time at this facility. And that is a nice thing about that CMC class is that, you know, some of these other race cars we've got out here are a bit more high-strung. You really can't do standing starts with them. You'd end up with a bunch of broken axles and twisted drive lines and you know, broken trannies and whatever else. CMC is a low enough prep level where you can still do that, and it, you know, it adds a lot of fun. I think, what do we do standing starts for? We do Honda Challenge,
Spec
CMC,
E30.
and Spec E30.
All right, cool. We will have the drone here shot for you. Well, we won't have the drone shot. We'll have the drone shot here. We won't have the drone. Never mind.
Will you have the drone
We'll
shot
have a really
for me,
cool
John,
shot
please?
for the opening of AI here. See Cody Powell there in the black Mustang. Corey Weber alongside in the white SN95 chassis Mustang. Mike Patterson in his 4th gen Camaro. That's been a race car since new. Then Michael LaPaglia right there. So it is Camaros and Mustangs in AI.
And a Buick Grand National.
And a Buick Grand National. A GNX style. Even though it's running a V8.
That is
So
so
pretty
cool.
darn cool to run a G-body in American Iron. Love
So
it.
cool.
So we are waiting for our standing start. Anybody who had a misspent youth as a drag racer, they'll have an advantage here.
Not so misspent in this situation.
No kidding. There they go.
Here we
They're
go.
off. Look
Green
at Patterson
flag.
going around. Patterson got the whole shot.
That was a fantastic start there.
Evil Black Camaro's out in front now. What a whole shot by Mike Patterson. Cody Powell must be annoyed.
Taking that defensive line into turn 1 there. Very nice. Whoa, a little bit of jumping over the turtle jump in there. Turtle hop.
Good Lord. There's Patterson out front. Cody Powell just behind, then Corey Weber and LaPaglia.
Well, it looks like he might have been
Brian
trying
Walton's
to make a
there
move.
as well. Actually, Ryan Walton, that was Pat Waymeyer right there. Similar looking Fox bodies with the big wings.
And Corey
That's
Weber
Patrick
back there
right
in third place.
Not too shabby. Next start will be our Spec E46 racers. They are coming into turn 19. Again, that will be a flying start. We don't say rolling, because rolling is bad. All right, through turn 20 now. We'll watch for the Spec E46 start again with the drone shot.
There we go, green flag.
E46 is away right behind them, CMC. Now, CMC is not going to be right on their tail. They're going to come to a stop, and then CMC will launch from a standing start, with the goal being trying to get as much room in between all three groups
John,
as
look
possible.
at the charge into turn 1 there.
Woo.
They were 3 wide right at the apex. That was a beautiful start.
Nice start by Spec E46.
Let's see how they look going into turn 3 here.
All right. Turn 3, Spec E46 filtering through quite nicely. Let's see the start for CMC. Looks like we may have lost the drone shot. Not sure. CMC is away. All right, CMC with a nice start. A couple folks trying the inside line there. Looks like they all stayed about in position. There wasn't that dramatic hole shot like Mike Patterson pulled off there on the American Iron Star. Ooh, we had a car get a little bit loose. Just out of turn 1, a little too excited. It's kind of that orange Mustang Fox body that's right there, but they got it back together. I think that was incidental contact, if I remember right.
A fitting name.
Yeah, AI's field is going to be coming around. There's a drone shot of the AI field. You can see they're starting to filter out just a little bit, but boy, those cars are flying. AI field starting to sort out a little bit. Patterson still out in front. Then Weber, LaPaglia up into third. Cody Powell drained back to fourth. Pat Waymeyer is right there as well. Here we go down the front straight. Patterson getting a little bit of a gap going. Used to refer to Mike as the alien because of how well he could drive. But the top 4 in AI are starting to get a little bit of a gap back to Pat Waymeyer there, but Pat is still well in the hunt. And we are away. 1 lap complete, working lap 2 now. American Iron cars out in front, watching them go through. Oh,
whoa,
we've got a spin in E46 right there. Caught it just right, spin and continue. That was one of the leaders that went around in E46, so that'll be a little bit of a shuffle. There's our American Iron field. You saw that Buick Regal G-body. There's a good shot of E46. Coming down the back straight. They'll be coming around the front straight here. We'll be able to call a little bit of what's going on with Spec E46 as they come across. So Spec E46 about to complete. You see a part go flying off of one of those cars right there.
Look at this, John. Mark Drennan, 11 places up. He's now in third place after 1 lap.
Not too shabby.
Not shabby at all.
Jason Frazier out in front with Ari Ballou in chase. Mark Drennan, the dream killer, up 11 positions. Oh, big spin and a collection.
Oh,
another
a little
collection.
bit of contact there.
Let's see if they clear. Oh, there's a ton of. Oh,
looks
no.
like he got the radiator on
he
that
got
last
the radiator.
little bump
Come on,
there.
buddy, fire it up and get out of there, if you can. I see. Look at the
fifth
right
place
front.
car, Mark Andrews.
Yeah, look at the right front. We're going to go yellow, guys.
Yeah,
so
I mean,
we are going to have a waving yellow down
yeah.
the front straight. So unfortunately, Spec E46 only got 1 clean lap. That was Mark Andrews. He was running 5th, but you can see there's some significant damage to the front end of that car.
Well, and here comes the Camaro Mustang Challenge
group.
group.
There's coolant down there. So, what are you passing for, bro? Come on now. All right, everybody. Whoa. Whoa, big fella. Whoa now. All right, well, this one's going to take some effort to clear, so we will go to full course yellow.
That's too bad, John. You know, it looked like just a little bump there, but then, unfortunately, it looks like he did get his cooling system in the front there, so we've got fluid down. We've got...
So AI coming onto the front straight right now. We're going to dispatch a pace car as quickly as we can to catch all of them, but they're going to have a big incident. Mike Patterson's not going to be happy because he had really built up a nice gap. So he's got to slow down, though, because he's going to come into a significant incident there. But you see everybody's slowing down. They're getting it together. So good job, AI field. Slow it down, boys. Easy now, easy now. I know it's very hard because you just were excited, but now you have to slow it down because you've got that safety truck right there. And that's a brave, brave job to be out there with the safety crews on this hot track. But they do it because they trust our NASA drivers here and their skills. So unfortunately, only 2 laps complete working lap 3, and we had a full lap complete in Spec E46, and then we did have an incident there where Mark Andrews is now out of the race. He seemed to have some significant damage to the front right of that car. He's all right, but the car is not all right. So we're going to get Mark Andrews hooked up. And then hopefully we'll have plenty of green flag time left. About 9 minutes complete, so we'll have about a half-hour racing left.
It looked like our disabled car out there was our 5th place running Spec E46. That was Mark Andrews. Wondering who else was involved in that, though, John. Looks like it might have been Reno Below, but looking into it further, see who we're missing out there, who has dropped to the back as a result.
Yeah, we're hearing different reports now. Looks like car number 95, Charles Hurley, he's off between 9 and 10, so he may have been one of those other cars that was in that scrum and had a mechanical issue or some sort of suspension or damage issue that kept him from being able to continue. Field slowing down very nicely there to respect that safety truck. That's our CMC field right there. So we'll give you a little bit of a running order there. We already talked a little bit about Spec E46. CMC Kevin Jander maintained his position, still out front. Then Bill Aga, Brian Curtis, Bob Denton, Joshua Suknanan, John Martin, Team Jordan, Michael Mosty. Sorry about that, Michael. Tyler Gardner and Daniel Alford. That's your top 10 in CMC. Top 10 in AI, Mike Patterson, then Corey Weber, Michael LaPaglia, Cody Powell, Pat Waymeyer, A.J. Hartman, Jeff Lindstrom, Dustin Cornell, Rob Capetz, and Justin Kelly. That's your top 10 in American Iron. You can see the field getting led around there, around the outside of that safety truck, but then Mike went around the inside of the safety truck. So not sure exactly what's going on there, but we do have a pace car in front of American Iron right now. So this one's going to take a little bit of cleanup because I'm sure it's kind of goopy.
All right, John. Well, my apologies for my silence for the last couple of minutes here. I was playing around with the feed, and actually when you're looking at the feed, you can sort of go back a couple minutes. I was looking at how those incidents went down. Looked like it was between car number 50, car number 95, and car number 60.
Okay,
and we
so
saw
that may have
95. We saw
yeah.
95 coming out of turn 20 right before that incident happened, already with body damage on his car, losing pieces as he went through. So I think that they had a little bumping and grinding, a little pushing going on there. Looking
Looks
to
like we're getting a report that another car is stopped out there on course. Rena Below, you were right.
Yeah, that's
so
Rena
Rena's
Below.
Also stopped at turn 9. She's fine. She's getting a tow out, but Rena's race is over.
So Charles Hurley in the 95 car, he was the one who had the damage coming through turn 20, and it looked like Charles Hurley actually made some contact with car number 50. That's Mark Andrews.
We're not sure. I think Charles may still be circulating.
He is still circulating,
So
but the disabled car was Mark Andrews, and then Rena Below was the one
Okay.
who just was an unfortunate bystander and
Cool.
made that little bump into him. So.
All right, well, let's give you Spec E46 top 10. Jason Frazier out front, then Ari Below, Mark Drennan, Tyler Harrell, Chandler Hull, Jason Veen, Charles Hurley, Eric Johnson, Jeff Bennett, and Mark Sundberg. That's your top 10 in Spec E30. Here's our CMC drivers tiptoeing through that incident right now. Good job, ladies and gentlemen of CMC. See our safety crew running back in. They've got a broom. So there must have been some coolant or something out there. They've got it cleaned up. They are getting back into the truck, and they are getting the truck out of there, so to speak. Get it?
Well, they're very good at what they do out there. We've had very efficient incident cleanup so far this weekend, and we have unfortunately had a couple of pretty sizable incidents. So the COTA crew doing a fantastic job getting out there and cleaning them up, getting the drivers in, getting the cars safe, and getting the racing back to action.
All right, well, we do have a report that turn 1 is now cleared out. So hopefully this time by, looks like field is in turn 12. So we might have a restart this time by. Again, about 15 minutes down now. 45 minutes scheduled, so 30 minutes left. Probably about another 12, 13 laps maybe. That's a pretty long race. Plenty of time for some fun out there. It looks like there was one car in front of Mike Patterson in that shot you just saw. So that may be a CMC car that got picked up incorrectly or something of that nature. Or a lap car, which seems a little weird, but it could happen. All right, well, I do have a note that it is green this time by, so we will resume this time by. Now, I did see it in that last shot.
That looked like some passing there, John.
So
your eyes don't deceive you. Maybe they were reshuffling,
But you don't reshuffle when it's a full course yellow. That's, I was 7th. I was 7th. You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
That doesn't earn you points up in the steward's room.
Well, what I mean is, maybe somebody made a pass just before that camera shot, and all they were doing was giving it back.
There's all kinds of weirdness happening out there right now.
One can hope.
I don't know what's going on. I'm starting to see some strange stuff happening on the
John,
feed here.
It looks to me like they're separating
the classes
went green.
out. You know what? I think they just went green, not on the front straight. This is a resumption, not a restart.
So they went full course green.
Well, so they just hammer the green out there, and off you go. Corey Weber coming down the inside of Mike Patterson for the pass. Trying to make it stick.
Just barely not quite making it there.
Yeah, that was close.
Patterson came and sort of shut the door on him, but that was a great attempt.
Did you see Cody Powell getting through there, too? So there you have it, a resumption. Mike Patterson still out in front. Corey Weber hot on his tail. Then Michael LaPaglia and Cody Powell, all of them right there. All right, so the field is back green here. Looked like that may have been a little bit of smoke out of Pat Waymeyer's car. Not sure. We'll have to watch that. It's the white Fox body with the hood vents and the big rear wing in AI. So there's your CMC field coming through right now. Turn 3. Into the S's there. You can see they're moving around pretty good. Again, the CMC cars not quite as modified as the American Iron cars, so they will bounce a little bit more and more stock type suspension.
There's the Javelin making a pass.
Really? Are you sure?
It looked like it was.
Are you sure it's a Javelin?
No, I'm sorry, not the Javelin. I mean the Grand National, of course.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Jeez. You scared me.
And the Javelin somehow found his way back out on the track.
You never know.
No.
You never know.
So let's take a look when we see the E46s come by next time, John. Pay close attention to. Looks like a little spin there.
Oh no.
Hopefully no contact.
As I was saying, our AI cars.
Let's look at the E46s as they come by next time. Charles Hurley, if you look, he's got the Red Bull livery on his car, and we will see some damage on the front of that thing. And he has shed a couple of plastic parts out there. Let's hope he makes weight afterwards.
Well, you never know. All right, we are 4 laps complete, working lap 5. Again, we did have an incident in turn 1 that had us under full. Oh, Pat Waymeyer smoking big time. That's not good. Watch for this white Fox body coming around here. Right there. Oh, yeah, he's done.
Oh, boy, yeah. Well, let's just hope that he notices it before it becomes a fluid issue, because that really could.
But is it motor? Is it tire? Because it seems to only be happening when he's bouncing over something. There's Patterson out in front, Corey Weber, then Michael LaPaglia, then Cody Powell. And Pat Waymeyer is smoking big time. And someone
Whoa, wrong way.
Another car went around. There's one of our CMC racers right there. You can see E46 and American Iron are starting to mix in together a little bit, helped along by the gathering of the field that happened there. All right, well, we are about almost 19 minutes in. 5 laps complete, working lap 6.
Yeah, and the groups are starting to blend together here, John. The gaps are starting to increase, but we do still have some fantastic battles going on out there, especially AI. I would say Corey Weber and Michael Patterson. They're just going to go. They're going to go tit for tat this whole race here.
Great racing all through all 3 classes right here. Again, a 45-minute championship race.
It looks like Weber is 0.9 seconds behind Michael Patterson.
Wow.
And only 0.6 seconds to third place, Michael LaPaglia.
They were all over each other yesterday, and nothing changed today. Now, Corey Weber actually Cody Powell was out front and stayed out front, but Mike Patterson with that hole shot. Boy, look at this. Looks like some.
Is that Corey? That's not. No, that's the Fox body.
I think Pat Waymeyer may be about ready to retire.
Yeah, I think that was him maybe finally giving up the ghost there.
So we are seeing a little bit of drama. Let's follow that around our AI field now, and Spec E46 blending in. Everybody's going really, really hell for leather here.
Big deviations from the line there we're seeing coming out of that last corner.
You got it. Well, you paid for the whole seat, but you're only going to use the edge if you're watching Group B here. Mike Patterson still out in front. Oh, a big wag from Corey Weber. He almost went around.
Almost losing it there.
Almost went around.
Yeah, now our whole top 5 in American Iron, John, they are separated by 2.5 seconds. That's 0.8 back to Corey
Patterson,
Weber.
big time sideways through there. Corey Weber right there.
Yeah, all 5 of those cars. Those are all 4 positions.
There may be a surface there.
Well, they did just get done cleaning up some
Patterson may have something broken. I don't know. LaPaglia just got around Corey Weber, though. Let's try to follow that AI leader around. Let's look at 5 and 6 as they come through. Patterson looks okay. He was getting a little loose. LaPaglia is up into second place now with Weber and Cody Powell just behind. I think Pat Waymeyer may be out now. Yeah, he's fallen way down the order, so I think Pat is out. Bummer.
Yeah, he sure has there. But again, the top 5 cars in AI there are all within striking distance of each other. There's no lap drivers in between them. It's nothing but 4-position heads-up racing there.
And CMC, Kevin Jander and Brian Curtis are having a heck of a battle, only half a second between them. CMC starting to spread out a little bit with some daylight between Joshua Suknanen in 3rd and Bob Denton in 4th.
And Jason Fraser seems to be running away with Spec E46, but behind him, there is a bit of a battle going. Yeah, Mark Drennan, the Dream Killer, of course, is up 11 positions into 3rd, and Ari Below right behind him, only 3/10 behind Mark Drennan. Both running very similar lap times, too.
There's your top 5 in AI that just went through. And I thought I might have seen A.J. Hartman's car, of course. Yes, that was A.J. Hartman. So A.J. is running not a V8, but a 3.5-liter EcoBoost V6, and he is also the absolute aerodynamic master. If you saw the really cool rear diffuser on that car, RHR Performance, I think, is his business. He makes carbon fiber stuff. Amazing stuff that A.J. makes there. So he's doing work, too, in American Iron. Ooh, big deviation there. Let's see if we can find our AI leaders. They may be coming into 19 pretty quick. Yep, Patterson's still out front. And A.J. Hartman challenging Cody Powell for that 4th position. That's going to be something to watch. There's Patterson. LaPaglia right there. Corey Weber. Cody Powell and A.J. is right there. I think he's getting ready to turn it on. 23 minutes down, so a little past halfway. Here we go.
And look at these top 5. Here they come.
A.J. Hartman, I think, is going to try a pass down the inside there. didn't get it done.
Yeah, no moves made just yet, but all 5 of these guys are in position to make a move there. And
awesome.
Patterson just hoping he
Hanging
can hold on to it.
Mike was doing great last year at Sebring, and then he had a differential go south on him. So he is looking for a championship. There was a challenge for the second position.
It's a bow tie with some angry blue ovals behind him.
Oh, boy. Barn burner in AI for sure, but great racing all throughout the field. We are seeing something developing also in Spec E46. If you look at your display for positions 3 through about 7, they are all together. And there's your E46s that are battling with each other as they come around.
And look at this, John. Mark Drennan up into second place there. Jeff Bennett up into third. It looks like Ari Below has lost 2 positions now down to 5th. And Charles Hurley, with that ragged front end of his, is up into 4th place. So he just might be able to challenge for the podium, the final spot on the podium there, 3rd place. Looks like Hurley is only half a second behind. So Drennan, Bennett, and Hurley, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th.
There were your CMC
Very
leaders
tight
coming
battle
through. Your camera shot right there. So CMC also has some great battles in the top 5 right there. There are your AI leaders. Patterson's, oh no, did you see that? A.J. Hartman slowed way down.
Well, and we're missing one. That looked like only 4 up there in our top 4. So it was the
Yep.
top 5 that were battling it out so hard in AI.
I did see LaPaglia Weber. So not sure who has dropped out right now. Oh no, I got a report from control that it was Cody Powell that dropped out. He's in the gravel at turn 11.
Oh, okay.
So Cody Powell may have gotten beached there, and yep, there he is. You can see it right there. That's
Way
Cody
out
Powell,
there.
way out there.
Well, at least he's safe. Hopefully we can continue on with the racing.
All right, Corey
do have
Weber
another
getting
20
loose
minutes
there.
left here.
A.J. Hartman up into 4th now with Cody Powell retiring out of the race there in turn 11. So lots of drama in AI. Here come the leaders down through the front straight up into turn 1.
Almost looks like
Ooh,
LaPaglia. There he
taking
goes,
a big
making a move.
on Patterson. He made it stick. What a move. And
Wow.
Patterson's really loose. Corey Weber is coming up around the inside of Patterson as well. Mike seems to be fighting that car.
Yeah, Weber picked up a lot of
on,
ground
though.
there. Here we go.
Mike's getting a little loose. He may be working that car very hard. A.J. Hartman biding his time back there, trying to get that final step on the podium. But LaPaglia with a big lead there. Very nice job.
Well, yeah, Hartman, he might just be waiting back there for one of those front 3 guys to make a mistake. They are racing very hard, and that's a pretty good tactic sometimes. You just sit back there, wait for the guys to duke it out just a little bit too hard, and then boom.
Let it be.
Boom. You're up in the podium spot.
All right, 8 laps complete. Working lap 9 now. We are about 27 minutes in, 45 minutes scheduled. So if you do the math, maybe 5 or 6 more laps remaining. Probably 6. We'll let you know when the white flag does come out. But again, this is the championship race for American Iron, Camaro Mustang Challenge, and Spec E46. We have had a few retirements so far. I did confirm that Patrick Waymeyer is in impound right now. So he has retired. And also the big development there in American Iron. Oh, another slow mover. Everybody seems a little slow through there, but maybe a surface going on. But that was your AI leaders. They're catching up to lap traffic. See the crew out there with Cody Powell. Maybe they can get him out of the beach there and get him back underway, but he may have had a mechanical failure. AI leaders are catching lap traffic, so that's something to watch as we go around. Mike Patterson's going to have to work to stay out in front. Or actually, Michael LaPaglia is out in front, and then Patterson is actually glad, probably, that he is getting a little bit of a chance by catching that lap traffic. There they are, though. Woo.
Wow, way
Weber
wide
tried,
on the
wow,
line
Weber
there.
tried to move right there. Way wide. Here we go. AI leader LaPaglia loose. Then Mike Patterson. Oh, Corey Weber way over on the turtles, and we know that's dangerous. That could whack an oil pan pretty good. But they are going for it. The gloves are off in American Iron.
Well, Patterson looks like he could be running away with it here. The gap is increasing.
LaPaglia's in front.
Oh, LaPaglia.
The yellow Mustang, then Mike Patterson, then Corey Weber, then A.J. Hartman right now in that 4th position.
I meant that yeller one right there.
Right. It's okay. We know what you meant.
Still great battle going on in Spec E46, too. Frazier is pretty much running away with it. 9 seconds back to Mark Drennan in 2nd place, but Ari Below has moved back from 5th place up to 3rd place, so lots of position swapping going on there. Ari Below 2 seconds back from Drennan, but Jeff Bennett and Andrew Newell only fractions of a second behind Ari Below.
Great battle happening at the front of CMC as well. We'll see if we can pick them up. Kevin Jander, Brian Curtis, and Joshua Suknanen all within a second of each other, and then not too far back to Bob Denton and Derek Wright, who are going at it for positions 4 and 5 in CMC. Let's stay on this front straight, Cam, because we should have our CMC leaders coming through right now. And I believe there they are. Not too far back. Good battles in CMC.
Well, looked like somebody trying to make a move there.
Well, and the CMC field
turn
is
one.
all right to get. Look at this.
Yeah,
this
they
is
sure
great
are.
Racing right here. CMC, all the cars just right together, but they're mixing in with Spec E46 now. That restart really kind of shuffled things. So usually we'd have a little bit more separation, fairly similar lap times with all the cars here. Not anymore. There's your AI leaders coming through, choosing a little bit different lines as they go through there. There's your CMC field with the Spec E46s starting to mix in a little bit. We'll see if we can pick up AI when they come around. Turn 19 will probably be the next time we'll see the AI leaders. So we're going to look for the AI leaders to come around 19 pretty quick here.
Here they go, John. That's our top 3 in AI.
All right, there is LaPaglia out front. Then
Little
Patterson, Corey
sideways
Weber
again there.
way loose. A.J. Hartman's right there. Let's see what happens down the front straight. Boy, LaPaglia is just putting on a clinic here.
Yeah, the gap is starting to build there in AI,
Okay,
but
A.J.
4th
Hartman
to 3rd.
looking
Let's
inside
see
of
if
Corey
Hartman.
Weber. A.J.'s investigating that inside line and seeing what Corey will do. Boy, he really comes up under braking. So that may be that arrow giving him enough aerodynamic and mechanical grip. Mike Patterson hanging tough there, though. But look at that battle for 3 and 4 in AI between A.J. Hartman and Corey Weber.
And LaPaglia has opened up almost a 2.5 second gap now, so he is starting to run away with that AI race there.
Pretty impressive, kind of a dark horse. We are hearing that what put Cody Powell, not Corey Weber. Cody Powell went into the gravel because of an issue with his brakes, brake fade, so maybe he might rejoin, might not. But he did end up in the gravel because he did not have any center pedal to work with. Whoa, people getting really loose down there in turn number 20. Just before you rejoin the front straight here, getting real loose.
Now, John, I've been watching the Spec E46 battle for a couple of laps now, and it looks like Mark Drennan was making some progress on Jason Frazier. He was moving up at about a second per lap with a 7.5 second gap right now. I don't think there is going to be enough time for him to take over the lead unless he can decrease his lap time even more so. But then this last time by, Frazier and Drennan turned almost identical lap times, 2:37.874 for Frazier and a 2:37.836 for Mark Drennan. All right, so we're looking at our 19 cam. There goes our leader right now in AI, LaPaglia. It looks like everybody else, same,
right there.
Yeah, same order still. Hartman, Corey Weber.
LaPaglia really has a gap, but look at how loose Corey Weber gets around that turn 20 every time. Boy, look at that gap.
Yeah, he is pulling it out there. Now increased up to 3.5 seconds, John.
Well done, Michael. Michael and then Mike. Or Michael and Michael, or Mike and Mike. Yeah, these next three in America, the 2, 3, 4 in American Iron is not decided by any stretch of the imagination. Weber is getting really loose. Look at the rear end on that car starting to come around. I did see that car with the rear end taken apart earlier in the weekend. So hopefully it's not a differential going away or something like that that is changing the way the car handles, or it's just working the car so hard that the tires are getting hot and their grip is being exceeded a little bit, but that's what you got to do. 34 minutes down, so about 11 minutes remaining. Should be good enough for another 3 or so laps. In your Group C championship race, again, this is American Iron, CMC, and Spec E46 for their championship here at the 2018 NASA National Championships presented by Toyo Tires.
Here we go, John, looking at Spec E46 again. It looks like Drennan turned a much faster lap that time.
Wow.
Frazier with a 2:38.302 and Drennan with a 2:36.859. So now he's down to 6 seconds behind. Just a couple more laps is all it's going to take, and we might see a battle for the top podium spot in Spec E46. Mark Drennan going to try to smash some more dreams out there.
We'll see. Ari Below is right there, and they're all running the 2:35 times right now. Well, their best laps are 2:35, but they're all in the kind of the same neighborhood.
Yeah, 2:36 is from Drennan
Jason
below
Frazier's
last time.
going to have to step it up because that's a couple of laps, and then Mark Drennan's going to be right there.
Right. Well, hopefully Frazier's got a spotter or somebody who's telling him, relaying this information along to him. But, you know, we saw the last lap that they both came through. Frazier had a much better pace, so we know he's capable of it. But it might take until he sees that familiar BMW kidney grill in his rearview mirror that he wakes up and tries to take off.
That's not a Mustang. I got to get going.
Yep.
All right, folks. Right now we are 35 minutes elapsed time. There's your AI leaders. Let's watch Corey Weber as he comes through 20. Is he going to get loose? Ooh,
Patterson was loose. Yeah.
Every time Corey Weber's coming out onto those turtles, and I don't know whether that's strategic or not.
Look at this. Let's see if Hartman is going to try to make a move. You can see he's he's
right
glancing
there.
at it. He's looking
right
at it.
There. He's
not going to make a move.
I think he's fading over there to see what Corey's going to do.
Yeah. Testing him out. He knows there's a couple of laps left
Boy,
here.
he really closes the distance, though, when they come out of turn 1. That's pretty cool to see. Let's see what happens through 3 and 4 there. Okay, and now 5 and 6. Here we are. LaPaglia is still way out in front.
Yeah, all alone now. I mean, he's 5.3 seconds in front, so it's going to take a miracle for somebody to take over the lead from LaPaglia. He was just biding his time back there until the time was right. And when he saw that opportunity, he went for it, and he is running away with it now.
Weather still clear out here at the Circuit of the Americas, so no challenges there. Drivers running their best laps. Looks like fastest laps for most of the classes happened in the 9th or 10th lap.
Looking out here for relevant battles going on, John, it looks like Ryan Walton is just only a half second behind Leo Overgag.
Oh, that was a big move.
And that's the battle for 10th and 11th in AI.
And I think those were 2 of the CMC cars were right together there as we saw them come through 20. I imagine that may have been, that was Bob Denton. He's gotten ahead of Joshua Suknanen now. So Bob is up into the 3rd position now in CMC on the podium. Kevin Jander still out in front of CMC, followed by Brian Curtis, then Bob, then Josh Suknanen, Derek Wright, Michael Mosty, Bill Aga, John Martin, Team Jordan, Brian Leinart. Those are your top 10 in CMC.
You know, I was just thinking we should go over the top 10, John. Spec E46 looks like Jason Frazier's out front, followed by Mark Drennan, Ari below, Andrew Newell, Jeff Bennett in 5th place, Charles Hurley in 6th, Jason V in 7th, Mark Sunderberg, Chandler Hull, and rounding out the top 10 is Eric Johnson.
AI, Michael LaPaglia still out front. Then Mike Patterson, Corey Weber, A.J. Hartman, Jeff Lindstrom, Mark Smith, Dustin Cornell, Bruce Byerly, Joe Bogatich, and Leo Overgag. That's your top 10 in American Iron.
And Joe Bogatic, Bruce Byerly are both only 0.3 of a second behind each other, and then 0.3 of a second
Did you just
behind.
see the big? Watch this.
Oh.
A.J. Hartman is trying that inside line. Corey Weber got super loose on turn 20 there. A.J. almost got him. He's going to come inside, I think, for this. Up turn 1. A.J. Hartman down the inside of Corey Weber. Can he make it stick? It looks like he has position.
Oh, yeah.
Here comes A.J. Hartman. Now he has the evil black Camaro in his sights, but Corey Weber was taking it back.
Weber had a lot of speed on the exit
Watch
there.
turn 3. Weber's back around.
Oh!
Hartman just on the outside, side by side, mirror to mirror. Let's watch 5, 6 as they come through. Corey Weber got back out in front.
That was a valiant attempt, though, by Hartman. That was really an excellent go at it.
I think that is the first of many attempts that are going to be happening in the next few laps.
Well, the first few corners of this track are very conducive to doing that, John, with the way they're, opposite directions. So your choice side changes back and forth. And you could see Corey did an excellent job of going for the wide line there. He could see that he was coming in on the inside, so he knew, I need to get as fast at exit speed as I can here. And that paid off.
Yep, so the rule is you have to leave a certain amount of car width for the other driver. So, and you don't have the right to the line until a certain point. So I'm sure both of these guys are not intending to smack each other, but they are going to drive defensively, trying to make sure that they do have the ability to keep that other driver behind them, but at the same time not blocking him or sending him into the Armco. All right, awesome racing here. CMC, American Iron, and SE46 all racing for the championship today in their classes. All right, almost 40 minutes complete. Oh, someone went around there. That was one of our American Iron cars. Hopefully that wasn't LaPaglia.
No, I don't think that was. And it looks like he's going straight for the pits there, so that driver might just be done.
All right, there is the evil black Camaro. Oh, no, that was a red Camaro. Let's try to pick up our AI leaders. Don't see him just yet.
Yeah, John, the longer I go without seeing him, the more I'm wondering maybe that was him. I hope not, though.
Checker's flown. Checker has flown. Okay, got surprised by that a little bit.
No, I think this is LaPaglia coming up the hill to turn 1 right now.
So he won it. Mike Patterson in second. I think Corey Weber held
Corey
on to
Weber
third.
hanging on to third place
A.J. Hartman
there.
in fourth. What a race in American Iron.
Wow, bit of an unexpected finish there, too. Did we get a white flag?
I didn't get an indication of a white flag. I was kind of waiting for that. So that was a little bit of a surprise. But nonetheless, I think everybody got their fill there.
We'll let him get across the line. A few more here and see where we ended up. A couple of close battles out there, but a couple were just sewed up from the get-go. Looks like CMC, Kevin Jander taking the win. Brian Curtis in second. Bob Denton in third. Followed by Joshua Suknanen, Derek Wright, Bill Aga, Michael Mosty, John Martin, Brian Leonard, and Team Jordan rounding out your top 10 there in CMC. David Francis, Pranav Patel, Team Incidental Contact, Robert Slaus, and Randy English in the top 15 there. And our DNFs for CMC, Daniel Alford, Heather Sanchez, and Tyler Gardner. SE46 is coming across the line now, so it does look like Jason Frazier took home the win with Mark Drennan in second place, up 12 positions from his starting spot and only 4.7 behind the leader. Aristotle Below in third place, only 0.3 of a second behind Mark Drennan. Andrew Newell, fourth place. Jeff Bennett in fifth, followed by Jason Vian, Charles Hurley, Mark Sunderberg, Chandler Hull, Eric Johnson, Pat Welsh, and our DNFs, Tyler Harrell, Mark Andrews, and Rena Below.
All right, folks. Well, that was our Group C championship race in the books, our second race of the day, championship race. Next up will be Group D championship race that's scheduled to begin at 11:05 Central Time here. Then we'll have Group H, the final time trial session for the group, then a lunch break, and then Group E, a fun run for Group H, Group F, and Group G, and that will finish out our weekend here at the Circuit of the Americas. So next up will be Group D. That's going to be 944 spec and spec E30. Sure to be exciting races from those two classes. So thanks for joining us here at the 2018 NASA Championships presented by Toyo Tires. We'll take a quick break, get some interviews from Rob Klepper down in the pits, and we'll be right back. Stay tuned.